going on, Patriots fans? Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Allie Barefoot. Not in the Chat Sports office today, but want to hop on here and talk about day one and day two of training camp for the New England Patriots, what they've been seeing, what's going on, what are the rumors and the news surrounding your favorite NFL team. So the number one thing that was on my mind heading into training camp was Matthew Judon. And it sucks because there's so much talent and there's so many new storylines heading into the season, but I'm still concerned on whether or not Matthew Judon is going to play for the Patriots this year. But he actually gave an update himself, and it's going to make a lot of Patriots fans around there very happy about what he had to say. There are several NFL players right now who are holding in, which is avoiding the $50,000 fine by not showing up. So they show up, they dress, they kind of hold their helmet, they stand on the sideline, hand out towels, hand out balls, just kind of not participate in helping in the drills. Well, thankfully, Matthew Judon is not doing that. He said a long time ago that he was not going to make a fuss about this. He was not going to throw a tantrum. He's not going to sit out, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is participating. He's been in 11-on-11 drills. He's been on 7 drills as well, so he's really been working out. He's been trying his hardest to just kind of put everything to the side and get ready for the season, which is exactly what Patriots fans want from Matthew Judon. Despite him maybe not getting paid what he wants, he is still going to participate this season and be a huge asset on defense. So I want to break down a little bit about what Matthew Judon was saying to the media about this whole contract scenario. Bear with me. I want to go through a lot here because Judon had a lot to say about his tweets, about his contract, about the New England Patriots themselves. And he said, honestly, it's going into the last year of a deal. It's tough. You kind of look at everybody around the league in the building and you see them getting deals done. He talked about Josh Uche. He talked about Kyle Duggar. And it's honestly, I think, just hurt his feelings at this point that they haven't paid him with all he's done for the Patriots on defense despite getting hurt last year. And he said it's tough not to be envious or jealous of stuff like that. But I have to focus on myself, and I'm happy for those guys. As much as everybody wants to see me stay around here for a long time, it's really not up to me. You have to ask those guys who are making the decisions. And he said, honestly, I have to play. I signed the deal. My signature is on that paper. Would I like to? No. Do I think that's my value? No. But again, that's not up to me. So Judon is taking the professional route, in my opinion, on this whole contract extension and agreement situation, saying, look, man, I made a deal. I'm going to keep to that deal. Do I like it? No. But that's business. Everybody out there in their job has things they don't like about the job, but guess what? We're going to wake up tomorrow morning and go to work. So thankfully, that's how Judon is looking at this, and maybe the Patriots will see that he's kind of taking the high road here. But he ended up commenting on the trade proposal that a Patriots fan tweeted out, and he retweeted. And I actually have that in my latest video on Matthew Judon if you want to go check it out. But I found it very interesting what he said next. He said, do I want to be traded? Hell no. I don't think anybody wants to be traded. Honestly, I don't run my Twitter. That I thought was a little interesting because I'm like, I don't know, man. You've made a lot of comments out there that seem like they're coming from Matthew Judon. So that was odd, that statement right there. If that's true, I don't know who's running his Twitter, but whoever is, doesn't seem like Judon wants to stay in New England. He continues to say, you can only control what you can control, and there's so much stuff that goes on in our life day to day that we have to respond to. If I'm traded, that's not up to me. I'm responding to all the variables in my life as a dad, a son, a brother, an uncle, and as a football player. And he just kept talking about how much he loves New England, how much he wants to stay here, how much he does not want to change positions. And he said, so if I go to San Francisco, or even I've seen trades to Atlanta, Detroit, all that stuff, all of y'all see, I see as well. But I just don't buy into it. Once they tell me I'm gone, that's when I'm gone. And he reiterated, I don't want to move again. But as I tell my daughter, who's 9, you can only control what you can control. And he sees other guys like Anthony Jennings and Josh Uche, and he said the reason why they're signing these deals is because of the locker room. He said, I would love to stay here forever. So if there is any doubt in your minds about Matthew Judon and his future of New England, just know he is prepared for it to be a business. But if he had it his way, he would make a little bit more money, but he would stay in New England. And that's great. That's what you want to hear from a 31-year-old who's going into his number whatever in the NFL and still producing at a high level despite being injured. So go on ahead, show Matthew Judon some love in the comment section down below. Just show him that you love him, you want him to be here for the long haul, because in reality, Judon is the 27th highest paid edge rusher in the NFL. No shit, he wants to get paid a little bit more. I mean, obviously he's making a lot more than a lot of us will ever make in our lives, but Matthew Judon sees his value. We see his value. But the Patriots maybe just don't want to extend a player for multiple years, like for 31 years old, and give him this millions and millions of dollars that they could use to rebuild. Sticky situation. But if you guys are glad Matthew Judon's playing, type Y for yes, type N for no. Because I want to talk about another contract situation here, and that's Davon Godchaux. He did participate yesterday. He was at practice. He did arrive with Matthew Judon, so he's another one that's been demanding a new contract or a new agreement, new tweak. The nose tackle who had a fairly good year last year, but Davon Godchaux has something different for day 2. He showed up late. He was not on time to practice. When he did show up, he did not participate. He was holding his helmet. He was standing on the sidelines. He wasn't doing anything, and to me, that's a hold-in. Godchaux is holding in. Because if you are there, you do not want to pay $50,000, but you're standing on the sidelines, not doing the drills, not working out, then you don't want to play today. And that is definitely correlated to the contract agreement that he has with the Patriots. The only thing that I'm really intrigued to see here is that later today, Godchaux is supposed to talk to the media. I don't know what he's going to say. I do not think it's going to be as civil as Matthew Judon has been. It could be. Like you said, the locker room is great, so he could want to be there for a while. But I don't know. Godchaux not participating is not looking very good for the New England Patriots right now. But I do want to hop on over here to Drake Maye here real quick, just how he's shaping up in day 1 and day 2 of NFL training camp. I know a lot of eyes are focused on whether or not Drake Maye is going to be QB1. Why? Because Drake Maye had said, look, it is Jacoby Brissett. He is our QB1. But if Drake Maye shows us something in training camp, he could take the starting job right now. So, with that being said, he's still taking reps at QB2. And from all the reporters who are on site at training camp right now in Foxborough, they're all saying that the whole offense seems to be structured around Jacoby Brissett. He seems to be the QB1 that Alex Van Pelt has structured all the wide receivers to, the offensive line, with Drake Maye coming in after to take those kind of reps. But I want to talk about the highlight of the day that came from Drake Maye in day 1. It was 7v7. Maye completed a 40-yard bomb to Jalen Reagor. Of all receivers, he had a phenomenal day yesterday as he's competing to be that 5th, 6th receiver here for the Patriots. Not only that, he is connecting with QB2, who's fighting for a QB1 spot. Reagor had a phenomenal day. Drake Maye showing off his arm strength, showing that he can do go routes like no other rookie, in my opinion, in this recent draft class. And then overall, on his day 1 performance, he went 6 for 10 with his competitive reps at QB2. He had 2 11-on-11 snaps that resulted in quarterback scrambles, which he's been used to because of the lack of offensive line at UNC. But he unfortunately did fumble a late snap in practice. So obviously still trying to connect there with the offensive line that's still honestly moving around in Drake Maye's forefront. And then Brissett had a little bit of a better day, went 10 for 13. He did have an interception, but it was deflected by Jonathan Jones and picked off by Kyle Duggar. Those are the kind of interceptions that I'm always a little bit okay with because that talks to our defense. When you're going 11v11 and you've got Jonathan Jones tipping off your pass, I'm looking at Jones on that play. Maybe not so much Jacoby Brissett. Why? Because you're going to go up against really good defensive players in the NFL. It's why it's the NFL. So I'm glad Jonathan Jones got that. Duggar completing the play. Jacoby Brissett maybe needs to tweak some things. He's not perfect, but he is, as of right now, QB1. And I saw Drake Maye a couple of times really connecting with Ramondre Stevenson. As we know, they're probably going to have a very run-heavy offense this year. But with Drake Maye finding Ramondre Stevenson and having a couple dump-off passes as well, making sure his pass-catching skills are still there. I do think Ramondre Stevenson and Drake Maye will have a good connection moving forward, whether he's going to be QB1 or QB2. But as of right now, it's looking like Jacoby Brissett. Drake Maye is currently out there right now getting in more reps with the New England Patriots. Still at QB2, but I'm excited to see his growth. We saw a lot of movement out of the pocket. We saw a lot of great vision, a lot of great reads, and that was one thing I wanted him to work on, was just how his field vision was looking, how it was developing. I've seen better things, better decision-making since OTA and minicamp, so I'm excited to see what Drake Maye does here for the rest of training camp. If you guys are as well, go on ahead and put your 10s in the comment section down below. Obviously, that's the number Drake Maye is repping this year, not Mac Jones, which I thought it was kind of funny. I have seen a lot of Patriots jerseys out there in Foxborough that have number 10 on it, but they have taped out Jones and they have put May. So it looks like the Drake Maye era is officially here. So give the rookie some love, and I will keep you guys updated right here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports about all the latest around the New England Patriots training camp. All you guys have to do is go on ahead and hit that sub button for me.